Yo, what's up guys? Kai here, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean: The Last Hope. Let's start heading through the Subterranean city. Gotta make it to that central isolation chamber and destroy the Epiphanies of Guidance. Whatever they are. Since last time, I did clear out all of the enemies on the first floor here. And in this box, we get Skill Manual Rage. Alright. Let's give that to Raimi. And basically what that does is it will increase the chance of the Fury mechanic kicking in. And the Fury mechanic is what I talked about in the last episode. Alright, let's head down here. What the? Did they just fly in on a jet stingray? Better call Zero in Mega Man X. Alright, we got a new enemy there, the Cardianon General. You can tell because he's purple. And he's getting wrecked by Raimi. They're not too much different from the Cardianon soldiers. They're very easy.
It's not like I was holding back, but is this all the...
Rank up for Bacchus. Boom goes the dynamite. Man, this place looks cool. I don't care what anybody says. The visuals of this game still hold up. They are impressive. Holy crap, it's a Gundam! Yeah, the Cardianon even have mobile suits. Alright, these guys are dangerous. Although Stampede Slash is a good way to take care of them, as is Galactic Shock, if you can get it to work. Yeah, there we go. Oh, almost got a battle trophy for him. Yeah, those guys, when they're in rush mode, they will break your bonus block. They have an AoE missile attack, they can launch you into the air and then combo into said missile attack. It's really damned annoying. But as you saw, they're pretty easy if you know what to do. Alright, we got another new enemy here. These are the armored dragon newts, but they play exactly the same as the regular armored newts. As usual, Ice Needles. Galactic Shock is good. Whoa, get knocked down. Raimi is also pretty effective against them. And by defeating them, you get their weapon data after battle. That's pretty much going to be my tactic for the rest of this dungeon. Whoa, game? Is just let the AI control Edge. Use Galactic Shock. And Ice Needles, Crimson Squall. And you're pretty much good to go. Oh, that's not an OTG?
I long for a victory that would allow me to feel heat.
And over here in this chest, we get Dragon Scale armor. Finally, an upgrade for Edge. Yeah, pretty good defense boost there. Now Raimi doesn't have the highest defense anymore. Uh-oh, more of you guys. Yeah, I'll leave this battle in here. I'll probably clear out the rest of the enemies off screen. You can't really avoid these fights, unfortunately. Raimi, you stole my kill. How dare you?
Wonderful. I'm so glad everyone's safe.
Is that gonna ambush us? No, I don't think it will, because that was a cutscene. Well, this may as well be an ambush. Why did you run all the way over there to shoot him?
For a battle, rather an
Yeah,
anticlimactic.
Raimi's MP is really getting put to use. Maybe I should have bought some blackberries. Oh well. Whoa, two of you guys. Oh man.
Estimated elimination.
Get behind him and Galactic Shock. Or we can get hit by missiles, why not? Get out of there.
Rain of razors fall upon my foes.
See it, nerd. Oh, he's in rush mode. Careful. Definitely don't want to lose my bonus board.
I must say, that wasn't very challenging.
No, it's pretty easy when you know what to do. Is it still stuck in the wall? Oh, I'm disappointed, game. And here we get some EM bombs. Very nice. Definitely hang on to those for much later in the game.
Intruder detected. Intruder detected.
Okay, took care of some of the enemies on this floor off screen, and while doing that, I won an item called the Self-Destructor 3000. This is a unique item. If you use it in battle, your character will, well, self-destruct, and it deals AoE fire elemental damage to all enemies around you. Although I wouldn't use that in everyday use, it is good for getting some battle trophies later on. And the cool thing about battle items that I didn't know, but thanks to, once again, the legendary Zoltan, if you use an item such as the Danger Do Not Drink on another one of your party members, then you will actually lose affection points. Yeah, I guess, you know, I would be salty too if one of my friends tried to poison me. So for example, if I'm controlling Edge and I use this on Raimi, then I would lose one affection point with Raimi. The same goes for another battle item called Cider, and we'll talk about those later. Basically what they do is you can use them on your party members, and they are inflicted with a certain status effect. I know what you're thinking. Why would you want to deliberately inflict a status ailment on your party members? Well, you wouldn't. It's pretty much only used for battle trophies. And here we get an Icicle Rapier. It's a new weapon for Phase. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I never knew that. Alright, little more attack, little more intelligence, and it's Ice Elemental. That'll be useful against some of the robots in this place. Speaking of which, got a lot of enemies in this room, so I'm going to clear them out off screen, rather. Come on. Get in there while he's still distracted. There we go.
It's not like
Oh man, I hate this room.
Is this
You will
all
see
it
why.
is?
Got a save point here, finally. So yeah, I'm going to clear out all of the enemies in this room, and then I'll meet you back here in just a second. Alright guys, killed all the enemies on this floor, and while doing that, gained a level with Bacchus. And I went ahead and spent his remaining SP on mining, got that up to level 6. For Phase, now that we're done with chain combos and ice needles, I want to start to level up entomology, and then after that, we're going to start working on Pride. Pride is a pretty good skill in the post-game and late game, not so much during the main game, because in order for it to actually activate, you need to be a higher level than your enemies. And unless you do some massive level grinding, that probably isn't going to happen. And by the time it does, you're going to be so strong anyway that the extra stats are just going to be overkill. Speaking of stats, at max rank, Pride increases all of your stats by 50%, so that's pretty cool. For Raimi, I'm also going to finish up her harvesting, and for Edge, we're just going to hold off for a little while. Also, off screen, I went ahead and made another Mana Yeti Jewel, gave it to Raimi, so now we have one on most of our party, and I gave the Scumbag Jewel to Edge because he's a scumbag. And don't worry about running out of monster jewels, because you can make them through item creation, and you can acquire some through other means later. But alright, let's start going through the control tower. As you can see here, we have laser barriers. Some of them are intermittent, some of them are not. And the path to the lower left of the save point is sealed. So you want to start off by going north through the first barrier. Then you want to go left. Now we want to go down and left again. And now that we're here, we want to go north. Whoa. Now we go right all the way to the chest. To get the streaked chainmail, alright. It's a new piece of armor for Raimi. Wow, a lot more defense. Well, game, hello. Alright, now we stick to the northern path to get another chest. And we get some stun bombs that I'll probably never use. Alright, now we want to do a little bit of backtracking here. Okay, let's see. Now we want to go to the left again, and then we go south. And if we stick to the bottom of the room here, we can get another chest. Or we can get zapped, as that works too. And here we get Energy Shield, alright. I'm gonna give that to Raimi as well. Basically, this has a chance to nullify all damage taken from an attack. It could be pretty good. You know what, we may as well give it to her if we have enough CP. Ooh, just enough. If you don't have enough CP, then I wouldn't worry about it. The enemies here aren't that dangerous outside of those Gundams. Okay, so we have two paths, one to the north, one to the south. The path to the north is the way to go, so we want to take the southern path first. Yeah, this one leads to a couple of chests that are very easy to miss, and once again, if you don't grab them now, they're gone for good. Same goes with any enemy data in the area. If you care about filling that out, then make sure you do that before we finish this place. Alright, here we get a sturdy bracelet. Awesome. I'll probably never use that. Actually, you know what? Yeah, may as well give it to Edge. It is better than the Sniper's Bangle. And here we get some poison ciders. Those will inflict the poison status on whoever is consuming that. But like I mentioned earlier in this episode, doing so will lower your affection levels with said character. Typically on your first playthrough, if you are going for the Platinum Trophy, you want to focus on getting all of the character endings first, and then worry about battle trophies after you've beaten the main story. So just do private actions, build up your bonds, get all the endings, and then worry about using ciders. Raimi actually gets the brunt of those because her trophies require her to get inflicted with numerous ailments and recover from numerous ailments, and you end up having to use like 99 of each of them on her. Okay, so to get to the exit, we need to do a little bit of backtracking. Take the northern path where that chest was, and then we could pass through this barrier. There we go. Okay, definitely going to stock up on some healing items here. Let's get about 10 blackberries. Yeah, we'll go 4 more ripe berries. Why not? Alright, let's head on down to the next floor. Or up to the next floor. Alright guys, once again I've cleared out all of the enemies for this floor off screen. And while doing that, I got to rank up for both Edge and Raimi in regards to their beats. So for Edge here, he can now freeze nearby enemies while blindsiding. And with Raimi, she gets a 5% damage reduction while she's in rush mode, so that'll be pretty nice. Alright, let's get a move on. We've got more laser barriers to deal with on this floor, only this time we can create fog by destroying these pipes here. And we get a level up for Edge, alright. And Raimi, even better. Oh, now we have enough skill points to max out his chain combos. There we go. Okay, so the path to the next floor is directly opposite us, but as you might expect, in order to get there, we have to take the most roundabout way possible. Alrighty, so now we can head towards the middle ring. Oh yeah, while I was killing enemies off screen, I noticed that and this is just to give you a perspective of how good the critical hit skill is for Raimi. Ooh, element breakers. Those reduce the elemental defenses of enemies by 3. But yeah, I was dealing with those dragoons, which there were a lot of on this floor, and I was using regular attacks with Raimi, dealing about 80 points of damage, and then she got a crit, and she hit for over 400. So yeah, crits and Raimi are just so good. I guess the Cardianon decided to put all their Gundams on this floor, just to make it even more annoying, as if laser barriers weren't enough. What's next? Booster wands and conveyor belts? Oh, game, you wouldn't do that to me, right? Right? Anyway, let's go ahead and give this to Limmel. It's a better weapon. And we'll get some more experience for destroying terminals. Why not? Man, we're hotboxing this place. Okay, so now we could go straight ahead to the exit, or we can get some more items. So let's do that instead. So once again, we got to make our way back to the innermost ring. Hey, level up for phase. Nice. Let's head back out, and now we can head over to the last chest. Man, it's hard to see with all this fog. And we get the skill manual Stun. That's a pretty good skill, and it does what you think it does. It allows you to stun enemies, although I've only ever noticed that it works with your normal attacks. And one setup I like to use with Edge is to give it to him, and then just kind of let the AI go nuts with regular attacks, because even bosses can be stunned, including the post-game super bosses, and it can actually come in handy sometimes. So yeah, we're going to give that to Edge. Let's see. Yeah, we're done with this floor. I wish it worked on battle skills, but I guess, you know, having multi-hitting skills, having a chance to stun with each hit would just be too broken. Oh well. Another good setup you can use with Edge, if you're going to go for the tanky stun setup, is later on you can augment his normal attacks to deal more damage and to attack or to hit an enemy multiple times. So that's what I like to do. You don't have to, but it is pretty effective. Really, game? Okay, cool. I hate these floors. I really hate these floors. Alright, made it. Are we ever going to make it to the central isolation chamber? Find out next time. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Kai, and I'll see you next time.